Well, it's been quite a while since I made a video. It's been probably well over 7 months. And I just wanted to do a short video, a bit of a channel update. I actually shot 4 or 5 videos probably 7-8 months ago, but I never edited them. And with what's going on in the world lately, it's been hard to get motivated. It's been very stressful, as we all know. So today what I'm going to do, just to get back on the internet, is I have this little keychain spy camera that I bought from China, from HobbyKing in China, back in either 2009 or 2010. It looks like a little key fob for a car remote, but as you can see on the end, it has a little camera lens there. So people would buy these back in the day. I don't know if they're still for sale, or they probably are. But people in the RC world, radio control world, would buy these, and they would put them on the They would put them on the visor of their hat, and they would use it as a first-person view kind of thing of the helicopter or plane flying around, or they would stick them on to the model and fly around and get video that way. And my particular one, oh gee, I can't hold on to it. My particular one is not working. And I believe that the battery is no good anymore after all these years. So I plugged it into the computer. Yesterday I was fiddling around with it quite a bit, and I plugged it into the computer and it wouldn't recognize it as a drive or anything. Today I plugged it in, and after some more fiddling it seemed to connect to the computer, and I was actually able to access the SD card on it. But anyway, I want to open it up. I did some research yesterday on these devices, and I found out there's all kinds of different versions of them. And I don't know which version I have, so I'm going to open it up. It's two tiny little screws on the bottom here, where the key ring is attached. And I'm going to open it up, and hopefully by looking at the board, I can figure out which version this is, and then I can find the relative instructions on the internet. On some of the versions, the battery, there's a little tiny battery in here, a little LiPo battery, a lithium battery, and on the original versions or the older versions, the battery is hardwired onto the board, but on the more recent versions, the battery has a tiny little connector, and the lens also has a little ribbon cable on the newer versions, but on the older versions, I guess it's soldered to the board. So I'm just going to take it apart. A good friend of mine made me a camera jig, which the camera mounts to. It's like an arm. It's like this. It's an arm. The camera mounts up here, and then you're able to move the arm like this and get it up above your work, wherever you're working. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to move the camera around, and I'm going to try and position it sort of over top of me or over my shoulder or something, so that I can open up the camera and show you guys what's inside it, and hopefully figure out what the version is. So let's get on to the opening, and I'm really happy to be back on YouTube. Okay, so there's the key fob. I took the key ring off, and now we flip it over, and you should be able to see right here 2 little screws, tiny screws. So try and take those out. Screws are out. Now it should just open up. Looks like it was manufactured in 09/10, it says. So whether it's 2009 or 2010, I don't know. And there we go. There's the insides. So here's your little battery. Here's your... Oh, this is what I suspected. This is one of the older versions. It's got the battery is hardwired. Hardwired to the board. So in order to change it, you'd have to unsolder it. You'd have to get a new battery and unsolder it. And the battery, it looks like, is 3.7 volt. And it has a little sticker over this part, so I don't know what the milliamps are. Even if it says, I don't know. 3.7 volts. And if you can see on the, sorry about the moving around, I have to, this is the first time I've actually filmed over my head like this. You can see CX311C 3.0 to 2010-02-26. Hopefully you can see that. It's overexposing right now, so there we go. So you can see, I have to try and get used to this whole camera thing, moving my hands around. Right here is the camera module with the lens. Right there is the lens. And then over here on the side you have the micro USB. And then next to it right here, you have the reset switch. It has a tiny little hole, and you use right here. It's a tiny little hole, or half a hole. And you use a paper clip or pin or something to push in, stick through the hole, and then push this reset button. And then here you have the SD card slot, or the TF card as they call them in China. Uh-oh, just went flying. As far as what version this is, I really have no idea. I guess I could take the board out. It looks like there's 3 screws. There's one here, and the third one is over here, down at the bottom. I could take those off and pull the board out and look at the other side of it, but I don't know if it's going to tell me anything. And there's the other side of it, in case you're interested. And it looks like, right here you can see the ribbon cable for the camera lens, and it's soldered to the board, so it can't be changed. I guess what a lot of the guys do, or did years ago anyway, this is old tech now, and what they did was, if they had the newer version with the socket, they would actually get different lenses and put them on, better lenses, wider lenses, whatever, zoom lenses. And looking at the board, this big chip here is from Hynix, so leads me to believe that this is memory. But I didn't think it had built-in memory. My camera came with a 2 gig SD card, micro SD card, TF card, but it looks like it has memory built in. So I don't see anything on the back which indicates what version of the camera this is, but The only thing I have is this on the front where it says 311C_3.0. So, not too sure what I'm going to do about it, whether it's even worth playing around with. But anyway, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this quick look inside this little key fob spy camera. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll be bringing you some more videos in the not too distant future. Bye for now.